So hey guys, welcome to another brand new video. Yes, I know you've been waiting for the 4th episode of the series, and that day has finally come today. If you didn't know, let me tell you that every episode will be released on Thursday. So, without wasting any more time, let's talk about the last episode. You must have seen how our hero was doing. On the day Pindao and Miss Ning met, Pindao motivated him, saying that nothing will be achieved by dying, and that he should go and become powerful. Meanwhile, Miss Ning offered to help our hero take revenge on the girl named Xianji, who broke his immortal bridge. However, our hero refused her help and set out to seek revenge on his own. That was a quick recap of the previous episode. Now let's dive into episode 4. At the start of the episode, we see our hero, Pingyan, spying on someone. He's searching for Xianji to kill her. But before that, his eyes catch sight of a lake, which triggers a flashback where a young boy and his friends are bathing. The boy tells Pingyan to jump in and join them. When Pingyan jumps, it's a sight to behold, because the secret of the Chen family is hidden within him. But we'll uncover what that secret is later on. Returning to the present day, Pingyan is now fully confident that he can take his revenge using his newfound skill. The scene then shifts to young Master, the son of Zunkai, who is at Jisin's house. He clearly likes him and asks for his price, but then he abruptly says that Jisin will decide him next step, whether to rest or not. Jisin stands up and says, "I'm the type of man who makes friends first, and then does something for the other person. As far as Kelly is concerned, I'm not going to give it to you. I wasn't even listening." Young Master becomes angry and responds to Jisin, "Yes, I know you're definitely planning something in your mind. Listen, I gave you a jet piece in our first meeting. If that wasn't enough, I can give you another bag full of copper coins. Trust me, you will benefit and become my disciple." That was all young Master had to say. Afterward, he becomes angry and throws his cup at Zunkai. Although Zunkai dodges it, Jisin says, "You must think I'm a foolish boy who would fall for your cheap tricks. The bag you're showing off, I already have 3 of those. Now get out of here." Zunkai doesn't take this lightly, and immediately surrounds Jisin's immortal bridge from all sides. He says, "To hell with being your disciple. You will hand over Ketli, or else." But Jisin remains unfazed and says, "If that's the case, I'll give you Ketli. But in return, you'll have to give me 3 gold and 3 copper coins. Finally, you'll have to kill someone for me." Next, there's a scene where Miss Ning is meditating, but she comes over, intending to fight Pingyan. However, she doesn't recognize Miss Ning and starts wandering around the house as if it were her own. But then, she spots Miss Ning, who exclaims, "Who are you?" The response is, "I'm a guest of Pingyan, but I've never heard him mention you." Miss Ning says, "I'm new. Now get out of here." That was all she had to say. Then Ji says, "Don't worry. I just came to check if anything is missing. You're being rude to me, but you can tell me where Pingyan is. When will he be back?" Miss Ning replies, "Stop talking nonsense. He's not my husband. I know where he is." Ji starts leaving, saying, "If you need anything, just tell me." Miss Ning then wonders aloud, "What kind of name is this?" The scene then changes as if she is sleeping on the bed, meeting Mr. Xian, who is approaching her. She hides Curdy, fearing he will try to take her away, but she doesn't realize that this girl is still scared of that old man, just as she was scared of how he frightened her. Miss Ning also tells Zunkai Ji about the old man, and how he misuses his power. She fears that he will bother them in the future because they know they are no match for him. He could destroy them in an instant. Zunkai Ji responds, "Forget all this. We need to find a great opportunity for ourselves, and then everything will be fine." Zunkai Ji then wonders, is Guggenheim's fate already sealed? It's hard to say. While discussing Guggenheim, he adds, "The girl who broke your immortal bridge, don't get yourself into trouble because of her. I need to find Wen Xia Mountain for you as soon as possible so that you'll be safe." Xianji replies, "You worry too much about trivial things. He's just an ordinary boy. It's impossible for him to even challenge me. Let's not mention him again. I feel disgusted just hearing his name." After saying this, the two continue walking. Xianji comments, "This journey hasn't been very fruitful. What will we tell our ancestors when we return?" Zunkai Ji reassures her, saying, "Why worry? I'm with you. I'll take good care of you." Xianji responds, "I don't know what you're thinking," which prompts Zunkai Ji to eye her lips, thinking, "Today, I'll definitely kiss her." But just as he starts to move his hands towards her, Xianji cuts him off and distances herself, attempting to intoxicate him with her charm. However, Zunkai Ji realizes that he was about to fall into her trap. "I didn't even touch her, and still, she cast her spell on me," he thinks. That's when he starts contemplating killing her to combine her power with his cultivation, making him even stronger. He thinks, "Just give me one chance, and I'll finish this in 13 games. Zunkai Ji is now ready to kill her, and is about to attack, but just then, Pingyan arrives. Using his secret skill, Pingyan takes action before Xianji even realizes it. With just a single movement, he cuts her throat with a piece of glass. You can see that Xianji doesn't even get a chance to say anything. She grabs her throat to stop the bleeding, but it's too late. She leaves this world forever. The news soon reaches the old man, who finds it ironic. Did Pingyan really use his secret technique? If so, it must be extremely rare. But just in case, I have a backup plan, he thinks. In the meantime, the little girl gets an opportunity to ask Old Man for Ping'an to make his disciple. But the old man, enraged, says, "Stop talking nonsense. I'll decide for myself who is worthy of being my disciple and who isn't." The old man then begins playing with the little boy. Outside, a small town forms, and some people start troubling the boy's mother. Although the boy can't do anything at first, Ping'an soon arrives to save her. But then, the people start beating Ping'an too. The little boy cries a lot as he witnesses this. Suddenly, the setting changes. The boy tells Ping'an and his mother to stay back and attacks a black snake, eventually finding a golden fish. But then, he sees more snakes approaching and starts running away. The ground suddenly splits, and he falls inside. The scene then shifts to Zhongkai asking Ping'an, "Why did you kill her?" Ping'an replies, "Don't you know? She broke my immortal bridge, and I came here to take my revenge." Hearing this, Zhongkai starts planning to kill Ping'an because he has something else in mind. The fight begins, with two battles happening simultaneously. Zhongkai uses his advanced skill to evade Ping'an's attacks. While Ping'an has improved a lot compared to before, he is still not powerful enough to defeat a strong man like Zhongkai. However, Ping'an gives it his all, determined to win. At one point, he even manages to frighten Zhongkai a little. But Zhongkai quickly takes out the spirit of his earth dragon and captures Ping'an. In the end, Zhongkai begins to overpower our hero. It starts raining, and Ping'an is in immense pain as the dragon attacks him relentlessly. So, hey guys, this episode ends here. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. You'll get to see the next episode on the same day next week. Till then, bye-bye.